Alright. Alright. We're live. Going on. Before we jump into this one, I want it to be known. Actually, I'll jump into it and we'll take a look at this. We are at 19 Puppy 2 drafts without a top 4 pick, which is at a 0.04% chance of that happening. 0.05, I'll round up. 0.05% chance of that happening. So we are the statistic anomaly. Only reason I'm not super complaining about that is we've been getting 5 quite a bit. And 5's a really nice spot. You don't have to make a decision. You just get handed whatever gets handed to you. So if Jamar Chase has a good year, we win the Puppy 2. That's kind of where we're at. But let this fill up. While we're getting there, hit like, subscribe, comment down below. It means a lot to me. And one more person, and we'll be ready to go here. No real news this week. Probably not gonna be a lot of news this week at all because of training camp starting a week from today. Couldn't get a lot of information other than I guess if Garoppolo's gonna get traded, it should happen this week. 4. We got one. Alright. We can redo our calculations now. We got one. Do we haven't got a top 3 pick for 20 drafts in a row now, though. So we can do 0.3%. Alright, we got a 4. Means we're finally getting someone other than Jamar Chase. I've actually gotten a little bit lucky because I've been picking from the 5 a lot, and we've gotten a few. We had Jefferson fall to us twice, I think, there, and then I think we had Cup fall to us once there, too. So, let's see how this breaks. Probably looking at Jefferson here, though. Check out the lobby. One, no red badges, so that's pretty good for us. I was in a wild draft one before this. Someone double tapped Lance Hurts in like 5-6. Really screwed me up because I was looking to get Lance on like a Debo Waller team. Alright, Justin Jefferson it is. So we will put in our Vikings for our nice week 17 backs. And they play the Packers. I'm gonna look and see where that game's gonna be played. I go all the way down on the Packers to bridge all of them in. They're all relevant potentially. Is that game in Lambeau or in Minnesota? It's in Lambeau. That could be like a potentially really bad weather game. It's not a good enough reason to not take Jefferson, but it's a thing. Because like you're either are Jefferson or Chase, and Chase is at home in Cincinnati that week too. So what's the difference? It's not a good enough. Alright, grab the chat here. Alright, so draft is gone. Broken up pretty standard so far. Swift sneaks into the end of the first round. This whole section right here is just like seemingly random. It's the same guys in a different order every time. Okay. Lamb, Evans. I still think Evans is going a bit too early. If that report about Godwin has like any merit to it at all, He needs to go closer. He needs to go like around where Debo and Tyreek are going, not there. Bit of a reach on T. Higgins to go before Debo and Tyreek here. I mean, we might get a little interesting play. Mark Andrews still available. Aaron Jones still available? Do we get Jefferson, Aaron Jones? Okay. That's gonna be pretty unique. I don't think like that happens very often. I don't think Aaron Jones slips this far very often. Like yeah, Leonard Fournette's gone, T. Higgins is gone. Like, okay, that's kind of a, like it's gotta be like a little bit unique. It's not super common that it slips, that it breaks this way. Hopefully to grab a big time receiver here. I'd be interested in Javonte though if he slips too, I think. Start big time receiver and go 2 solid running backs. Allen goes at 26. Might have gotten a really soft room here. Javonte goes. I never get AJ Brown. We're going to go AJ Brown here. Add our Eagles, Saints. I never reach for AJ Brown, so I never get them usually. But getting them at after ADP at all feels like a win. Seems like there's always somebody willing to reach for AJ Brown. After Brown, we get DJ Moore, Mike Williams, Michael Pittman. Pretty standard run out there. Kyle Pitts. Going like that's like at ADP for Pitts. This team had such a solid start to Cup, Hill, and then a reach on Allen. Doesn't feel good. I think the only way this reach pays off is if Gabe Davis makes it back to 47, but I can almost guarantee you if Gabe Davis gets to me at 45, it's not happening. I need to get some Alvin Kamara shares at this price. I don't think we won't get any news until like August 1st, I think. So this tournament will be closed by then. So everybody with Alvin Kamara will have him at 33 or whatever. But not having him at all feels like it might be bad. If there's any chance that he doesn't get suspended or gets pushed to the next year. Yeah. Gabe Davis goes at 37, which I think is the highest I've seen him go. I know he's gone higher than that, but I think it's the highest I've seen him go in a draft. I think it's gonna be interesting. I have nobody like I need to reach on. Waller goes. That's a little early for Waller, but if you want the big time tight end at that spot, you need to do it there. I won't reach for Kittle, but that puts me on the spot where I don't get an elite tight end probably. Yeah, because all 3 guys in front of me have a little bit of like, could take Kittle. I think I like Deontay Johnson or Jerry Jeudy. Herbert. Mike Williams team. Hey, he doesn't get back to you. Like the reason that happens. Deontay Johnson with some value seems like the play here. Yep. Get some value on Deontay Johnson there. Not a ton, but I've taken him much earlier than that. And I feel comfortable about the pick there. There's Brandon Cooks at 47. Don't love this guy's draft. First two were great. Kinda, like, first two were great for everybody. It's hard to screw up your first two picks. I guess Leonard Fournette at 17 probably screwed up your first two picks, but you get the guys you want. Take a stand. Take the guys you want. Kittle, DK on the turn for this guy. That's start. Judy almost got back to me. That would have been cool. And we could turn this into a Lamar team. It probably doesn't feel great. I think we're gonna take Allen Robinson. Just scooping up value on the receivers that I like. So the draft followed me right now. There is a bit of a tier gap for the ADP after Robinson. It goes to Bateman at 54. We get Robinson with a 40 ADP. There's kind of like a big gap there. Get him a nice little pocket. H.E. Dillon at 53 is a bit aggressive. Yikes. Team started off nice, dude. This is like the thing you don't want to do, right? You get two good receivers, an elite tight end, and now you're just not capitalizing on that. You just gotta keep going. Receiver. Now you're kind of just split where you have good backs but not the best backs in your class, and now you have good receivers but not the best group of receivers in your draft. And I don't know how you win with that. You don't win just being average. Our slips down to here, and this guy kind of has like the same thing going on. I've kind of changed my strategy a little bit where I don't go elite tight end and elite quarterback in the first 5 picks. Unless there's a stack like Lamar, Andrew, something like that. Just because it feels like you get pretty thin at receiver otherwise. You essentially did a 0 RB for 5 rounds, but you didn't get any receivers either. You end up with like 2 good receivers because it's just weird. Especially if you zig to a running back at one point during like a 0 RB start. The receivers end up feeling pretty bad. Jalen on the turn. I was a little hopeful and he made it all the way back to me. It's a little bit. Just didn't want to reach. When we got other we're gonna have good options for our team late. Kirk Cousins, Matthew Stafford. That's pretty good value on Amon-Ra. I don't usually see him get past the turn. Just looking at these teams because the string of quarterbacks is odd. It seems like Justin Herbert has firmly surpassed Patrick Mahomes just because people want to get the stack really bad. But he's also like fallen into the Lamar Kyler range. I think it's because of how the pairings group up. Like this guy took Lamar with no stack, which feels pretty bad. It always seems like it breaks that the Higgins guy always gets Burrow too. It seems more common than the Chase guy gaining Burrow, because the Chase guy kind of has to reach. Thielen goes, which would have been on my radar for a double Viking stack. Renfro goes, and the player I really wanted was Elijah Mitchell, so this works out well. It's hard to get any more like good players from these teams, but I think Elijah Mitchell has like top 10 running back upside, potentially top 5 on a team that really wants to run the ball. He should be the clear one. Unless Darian Davis Price is just really, really good, but I don't know if he starts like the season like that. Alright, see what we get in the comeback here. I was gonna say we can think about Lance, but really no, we only have Elijah Mitchell. I don't want to reach on Lance because all we have is Elijah. They kind of have like some negative correlation. Every other quarterback would be a reach right now, and no correlation, so not doing that. Tight end's not really interesting to me either. Miles Sanders goes, that's the next of a big tier. Got Trey Lance goes, which is good for me because I wasn't going to do it. I think we're going DeAndre Hopkins here. I like taking Hopkins. Hopkins as a wide receiver 5 is just like icing on the cake. It's like not always the thing you want to do. It's like a little counterintuitive of like how do I phrase this? You have like you'd rather have Hopkins, I think, on a team that's gonna struggle start. What I mean by that is that you know he's got for 6 weeks, but you know after those 6 games he's gonna come back fully healthy. Like it's not gonna be like eased back in. At least it shouldn't be. So he could supercharge a team of wide receivers that maybe you didn't hit on right away. But also this team is definitely looking to play 4 receivers every week. And we're probably done taking running back for like 4 rounds here. Start filling in some of these other spots. The ability to start 4 receivers is why I like 0 RB, and this is so good. Having to start 3 and the option to start 4 if they hit is so strong. Stafford goes right after Hopkins for some reason. Not sure why. Guy has no correlation at all. Strikes me as someone might be maybe a little bit of a new drafter because you can't get any correlation now. The only correlation you can get is Van Jefferson and Gerald Everett. He missed his best 2 targets. I guess this is gonna put some pressure on me to take Kirk Cousins at like pick 100. Who has Thielen? Okay. He has Herbert. He stacked Herbert correctly. I don't think he reaches for Kirk Cousins at 91. The question becomes, do I want to reach for Kirk Cousins at 100? I don't think I do. I think I want to try to let it slide. Okay, this is breaking up pretty interesting. This has been happening to me recently. People are like going early on quarterbacks, and then there's a huge drop off. I think we're gonna get an opportunity to take Russell Wilson here at pick 893. Dak goes before Russell. Okay, the guy who got stealing has no incentive to take Kirk Cousins now. Gotta do it. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. I know how we can stack this still. It's like Patrick, Alberto, Hamler. It's fine. Same with the Chiefs guys. Yeah, it just had to be done. That much value on Russell is too much. Too much would fall to me to a team with no quarterback yet. Like, I like Russell better than Lance, better than Stafford, better than Prescott, better than Brady. He should go. Like, where's the Judy teams at? Where's the Sutton team at? Why didn't they do it? Because the Judy team took Josh Allen 5 picks too early, and the Sutton team took unstacked Lamar Jackson. Like, this is how stuff like this happens. And then he took Brady, but he has double stack Brady, so it makes a little bit of sense. Rodgers goes at 96. Rodgers and Wilson, like, it's not comparable. Wilson's so much better. It looks like our pick here is going to come down to between Olave and Sky with 2 Ys. I think we want Sky. Oh, Olave goes. Makes it really easy. Olave would have given us the AJ Brown Olave correlation, but the full game stack with Denver KC is probably gonna be better. I think we get a little bit. I think we higher upside with Sky, better offense. Good. Our tight end situation is gonna get solved too. It's kind of solved by the Russell Wilson take. We can get Albert O. I think the plan next is like Kirk Cousins, Irv Smith. We just have like such a good receiving core now. Purchase it at the top. If we don't get them, it's not a huge. We're like very okay. We don't have any Saints receivers. But yeah, as I said, the only team that has incentive to take Kirk before me is the Thielen team, but he lost that when he took Dak. He took his second quarterback already. The only worry, I guess, would be like this guy with 0, the Dalvin Cook player. Maybe. I don't think there's a lot of correlation there though. I like this guy's hyper fragile start. CV6 to it, but it seems good so far. Like, really good. Yep, just keep pounding it. Has there been a flippening of Rashad Penny and Ken Walker? Or do we just get like the outlier draft where Rashad Penny goes too early? He's kind of the one. Well, this guy in the one spot's been doing fine. Last draft I had the guy in the one spot was doing some weird stuff. Okay, Kirk goes to the player with Joe Burrow and no Kirk correlation. That's fine. Melvin Gordon was gonna be my pick, but that's okay too. Just get another pass catcher for Russ. I do have to think about what we're gonna do at quarterback now, though. I do hate it when people with like no reason to take a guy do it. Doesn't have a Viking on his team. Doesn't have a Packer on his team. Doesn't have a running back and catch a pass. His team makes sense now, actually. Taking names. 3 wide receivers. Oh, Rojo.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going on, thought it chemicals in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Gotta build up of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this.
I've been trying to get more Fields anyways. I've been trying to get more Fields. This draft is kind of broken to a spot where we're not going to get a really strong stack for our second quarterback. But we can still do stuff. It's really easy to backdoor stack Justin Fields. It's kind of one of the reasons I think his ADP hasn't risen yet, because nobody really has an incentive to take Justin Fields early, like the Darnell Mooney team, maybe. If we look at where Mooney went here, he's on a team with 2 quarterbacks that were early. But I'm also gonna have to like triple stack tight end. This opens up Cole Kmet for me. So all around, I think we're just fine. As first quarterback is Trevor Lawrence, has Christian Kirk. It's really, and after that, after you have Christian Kirk, it's pretty easy to get a nice Jacksonville stack. And ETN. That's nice. I haven't thought about that. ETN, Kirk, Lawrence. We're still on 2 running backs, but they're 2 running backs I really like. One's a guy that has to smash. It's like, when you think about the team, you just go, okay, Aaron Jones is in the lineup every week. And then I'll say Elijah Mitchell is in the lineup half the weeks, so I'm going to try to get at least 3 more that can be in my lineup the other half the week combined. Other half of the weeks combined. Or guys that have massive, massive upside potential. And those guys definitely exist still. No shot the guys took Cole Kmet. No shot. Why would... He has Waller. And no reason. Albert O and Kmet go before guys that are... Okay, so we're at this interesting spot where there's only 1 running back I like in this range, and 2 tight ends. So I'm gonna hope one of the tight ends gets back to me and take the running back now. Get Darrell Henderson. We already have a little bit of a bet on the Rams offense with Allen Robinson. Kind of shore that up. Darrell Henderson should get some run on his own. Any injury to Cam Akers, Darrell Henderson is like a... Should just go over Cam Akers is probably, right? Just goes in the 4th, just goes like in the 5th, 6th round probably. Pat Freiermuth is one of the tight ends that's targeting just too much value, and we already have bet on Deontay Johnson. The other one I'm looking at is Tunyon. Tunyon gives us a weird, like a kind of a wonky week 17 stack where we have Aaron Jones, Tunyon, Jefferson. It's kind of the what if Tunyon's the only red zone target the Packers have? He's not. Like Randall Cobb's a red zone target, but he fits what I'm building here. This guy with 2 tight ends shouldn't take a tight end, but you know, that's the world we're living in right now. I was looking to see if he autos these taking head on. No, he's not. Oh. Okay. First of our likely 3 tight ends is on the board. That tight end's interesting because I don't have like the all the whole list, but like in reality, what's the difference between Irv Smith and Robert Tonyan? What's the difference between Nels Goddard and Dawson Knox are probably like a tier rank a higher. But what's the difference between like Irv Smith and Zach Ertz and Tonyan and Cole Kmet? Like these guys are all the same. 1 or 2 or 3 of them will have a better than expected year, and 1 or 2 or 3 of them will have a worse than expected year. So just get the ones that correlate with you, and the best. Daniel Jones goes at 156, which is the highest you'll see him go, I think. As Tony. The problem with being on the turn is that if there's a guy you're targeting, you have to go get him. I think I would have rolled the dice, get him at 180 though. Man, okay. Guys, triple tapped quarterback in the past 4 rounds. Where are you seriously? Okay. Gainwell goes, Tyrion Davis Price goes. Pretty okay with this. I got a little interested in Gus there. Running back run. A running back run is good for me. I really wanted Gerald Everett. Gerald Everett with 10 picks of value, 12 picks, a round of value. A little bit of correlation with Allen Robinson and Darrell Henderson for week 17 feels pretty good. I think I know. Oh, man. Pretty square looking at running back here, I think. Marking would have been interesting for me, but I don't think I was taking Marking from here. There's 2 running backs I like more. Okay, in a vacuum, Tyler Algier is the pick here pretty easily, but on my team, Khalil Herbert's the pick. With a round of value on Khalil Herbert. A round of value means a lot less in the 15th round than like the 6th round, but it's still value. In a perfect world, Jamal Williams gets back to me. Oh man, did I finally get a Greg Dulcich team? A last round Greg Dulcich team? This draft started off like really good for me, and it didn't get bad. It just got weird, right? The quarterbacks that I really needed for my team went earlier than expected. I'm never one to reach for the correlated quarterback. I'll reach like a couple of picks, but not like a round. But we end up getting like a massive value on Russell Wilson, and then able to backdoor stack up that game, and then just taking Justin Fields as a good 1Z quarterback who has like top 5 upside, for like Russell Wilson and Justin Fields could both finish in the top 5 QB. I think there's a world where that happens. Taysom Hill at 183 is unacceptable. People hate Darrell Williams too. He just keeps sliding. So I think this is interesting because is I need a receiver. This guy needs something. I don't know. Running back. Could go either way. Just Ryan Tannehill. Third QB for that player. And if I'm this guy, I think I need a receiver. Here, that's early on. So right, Jamal Williams just slides in this team so well. I'm a Jamal Williams believer. 10 picks of value into a Chicago-Detroit mini stack. He's a receiving back. It makes sense. I'll talk myself into it. Alright, we're gonna have like 2 more picks here. I think my last pick's gonna be 10 because we got some weird stuff. We can do it at the bottom of it. So we're gonna look for. We're pretty open to anything. We're pretty open to anything here. I don't think we need to force a running back. Probably a 6th running back. Nice though. It is going to be Jerick McKinnon. So this will be your classic 2-6-7-3 build. And it turned out like way better than than most 2-6-7-3 builds I go with feel. This feels like a Dulcich, pretty easy Dulcich pick too. It's gonna be like if Logan Thomas is there, I take him maybe. Other than that, it's probably just Greg Dulcich. Trey McBride is not really it. I'd rather take the chance that in my stack, Greg Dulcich gets me there. I don't have anybody else starred. I think there's a lot of interesting 18th round tight end picks. I like if you're going for 3 or you have an elite and you're looking for just a punt for the second one. There's a lot of interesting ones. It's not a place where you need to get super unique or you're like just drawing dead either. Logan Thomas should get drafted more often than not, though. If he just stays healthy, and Carson Wentz isn't completely done, he's like gonna get you some weeks. Always like, okay, Logan Thomas just went. As always, I like to look at the last round picks. These are guys that people that you can kind of get like a read on a little bit. OJ Howard, I don't know. I did for a little bit, but I thought about it more and I was like, nah. Wiley Cox. Yep, so this is our Dulcich pick. We'll see how this ends up. See if there's any weird last rounders that maybe I'm not thinking about that other people have a read on. I think Matt Beretta is interesting. I do. I thought about this one too. It's like, Saquon gets hurt. Matt Beretta is gonna play a ton. Like almost guaranteed. Like Hassan Haskins, you're like not sure, could be not sure later. Like if there's an injury to Saquon, Beretta's in. Odell at 214 is great. Davis Mills, and didn't see the last one. See the last pick. It was Tyler Conklin. Yeah, if you wait. Oh, that's interesting. You took Tyler Conklin instead of CJ Uzomah? I have to read that Uzomah is going to be the tight end there. Uzoma's not gone, is he? Yeah, Uzomah. I don't think you take Conklin over Uzomah, but if that's this guy's read, then it's fine. I don't know. I guess I just wouldn't do it if I didn't have Zach Wilson, though. Oh no, he's Kittle and Fant. This is a terrible pick. You have Kittle and Fant. You're not taking a tight end in the 18th. You're literally better off taking a third quarterback. Take another receiver. This is bad. You get two of the number one receivers, but they have like the worst possible quarterback situations. A guy not on a team, a guy that will not get you a point after week 6. And a guy that might not make a team. This guy needs another receiver, not Tyler Conklin. Okay, that's my only comment on that. Just saw it, thought it needed to be said. So my team ends up pretty good, I think. Huge Russell Wilson value. Get Justin Fields on a team. We get the backdoor Russell Wilson stack with Tim Patrick, Sky Moore, Jared McKinnon. Fields, we didn't get a pass catcher for Fields because Cole Kmet went way too early, and I didn't grab Byron Pringle in the last round. But we do get Khalil Herbert, and I think Fields kind of one of those guys that you can play without anybody. We got Jamal Williams for the bring back, which feels okay to me too. Other than that, pretty standard. We got Allen Robinson, Darrell Henderson, Everett for a little bit of a stack. We got Justin Jefferson with Aaron Jones, which feels like a pretty unique combination. We got ADP value on Jones and then Robert Tonyan. Deontay's all by himself. It was just a value pick. Same with AJ Brown. Didn't get any Saints players to fall my way, so didn't reach for it. I like this team. Yeah, you could argue that Dulcich should have been a receiver instead, but I'm pretty happy with that. So stuck it out this long. Leave